Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a three-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there and actually capped off his career.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We dominate today. The Lions take over first and 10.
Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. And he stopped immediately there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam!
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over first and 10. At their own 19.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
In punt formation for the Lions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he knocks it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Second and 10, Stafford again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, here comes Swift. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
They get off the field on third down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
There'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking downfield for Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on third and long. Stafford got a man. It's Amendola. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
22-yard line.
Stafford now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
It's caught. Jones.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
The 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.